Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone.
So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Ali Hosabila. I'm from class B3B and my friend is
Nurul De Amanda.
So today we will be fulfilling a speaking test about conversation. Please follow along and watch our video until the end. Hi there, how are you doing today?
Hi Alia, I'm good, just a bit tired. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. By the way, have you started working on the group project?
Not yet. I'm still collecting information. What about you?
I've started a little bit. I've been working on the outline to organize our ideas.
That's a good start. What do you think we should focus on?
I think we should emphasize the main topic and provide strong example. What's your opinion?
I agree. A clear structure is important. How about we define the task to make it easier?
Oh, good idea. I can handle the introduction and the first section. You can work on the second section and the conclusion.
That works for me. Should we also include some visuals or slides?
Yes, visual will make our presentation more engaging. I can create some graphics for my part.
Great! I'll design a few slides for the conclusion. What's our deadline for the draft?
Let's aim to finish the draft by Friday, so we have time to review and practice.
Sounds good. I'll send you my part by tomorrow evening. Will you compile everything?
Sure, I'll put everything together and format it properly. We should also check for any errors.
Definitely, after compiling, we can proofread it together.
By the way, should we add some reference to make it more credible?
Yes, we should. I'll include the source I've been using for my research.
Perfect. Let's also prepare some questions for the Q&A season just in case.
That's a smart idea. Okay, let's get started and keep each other updated.
Agreed. Thanks, Dea. Let's do our best.
You're welcome, Alia. Let's make this project great.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it's ready, guys. So I think we should go to another place and we will continue tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, Dea. How are you today?
Good morning, Alia. I'm doing well. Thank you. How about you?
I'm great. Actually, I was thinking about food today. I'm always hungry in the morning.
Me too. Breakfast is my favorite meal. What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have nasi goreng or bubur ayam. It's quick and keeps me full for a while. How about you?
I love nasi goreng, but sometimes I prefer lontong sayur if I want something more traditional. It's healthy and filling.
Lontong sayur sounds good, especially with that coconut milk, but I'm not really a fan of the vegetable in it. I like my food a little simple.
I understand lontong sayur can be a bit heavy for some people. What about sayur lodeh? Do you like that?
I've tried sayur lodeh before, but the flavor is a bit too strong for me. It has a lot of spices. I think I prefer dishes that are lighter, like soto.
Soto is great. Soto ayam is my favorite. It's light but still flavorful. But I also like soto Betawi with its creamy coconut milk.
Soto ayam is definitely a classic. It's so comforting, especially on rainy days. But I prefer soto ayam without too much chili. How about bakso? Do you like that?
I love bakso. It's such a great dish, especially with the noodles and the savory broth. It's perfect when it's cold outside.
I agree. Bakso is must have on cool days. I also really like the bakso tahu, the one with tofu inside. It's so soft and nice to eat.
Bakso tahu is great. I love how it soaks up the broth. Do you like gado-gado? The combination of veggies and peanut sauce is so delicious.
Yes, I love gado-gado. The peanut sauce is the best part. I like ending tempeh in it, but I know some people don't like tempeh like my mom.
I totally get that. Tempeh has a unique flavor that not everyone enjoys. I actually love it, especially when it's fried crispy. Do you like ayam penyet?
Oh, ayam penyet is amazing. The crispy chicken and sambal are so good together. I sometimes go a little overboard with the sambal though. It's so spicy.
I know what you mean. The sambal can be intense, but that's the fun part, right? How about martabak manis? Do you like that for dessert?
Martabak manis is my guilty pleasure, especially the one with chocolate and cheese. It's so sweet, but I try not to eat it too often.
Same here, but every once in a while is the perfect treat. Do you like martabak telur as well?
I do. Martabak telur is delicious for me.
Martabak telur is great. What about pisang goreng? Do you like it?
Yes, pisang goreng is the best. I love it. It when it's crispy on the outside and soft inside.
With chocolate sauce sounds amazing. I like pisang goreng with a little powdered sugar on top. Have you tried klepon?
Klepon is so good. The plum sugar inside, it's so sweet, and I love the texture. But totally worth it. I think totally worth it.
Yes, I also love es cendol. It's so refreshing on hot days with the coconut milk and green jelly.
Es cendol is perfect when it's hot outside, and I love how the plum sugar melts into the coconut milk. It's such a delicious combination.
Exactly, and the chewy cendol is so fun to eat. What about ice cream? Do you like traditional ice cream like es potong?
Es krim potong, it's a nostalgia, right?
Right.
I love the flavor, especially the durian one. But I know durian is love it or had it kind of thing. Do you like it?
I like durian, but it's definitely an acquired taste. I know people who can stand the smell. I prefer the chocolate or vanilla flavors.
I get it. Durian is strong, but it's really creamy when you get used to it. Speaking of unique flavors, do you like sambal in your food?
I love sambal, the spicier, the better, but I know not everyone can handle it. My parents don't like it too much.
I can handle milk sambal, but if it's too spicy, I start too sweet. I like sambal terasi because it has that smoky flavor.
Sambal terasi is the best. It goes well with so many dishes. Do you like fried rice? Like nasi goreng?
Yes, nasi goreng is always a favorite. I like it with chicken and a fried egg on top, but I try to avoid the really spicy versions.
Nasi goreng with a fried egg is the best. I also like adding prawn crackers on top for extra crunch.
Sounds great. I might try that next time.
Yeah, we should definitely have a food day and try each other's favorite Indonesian dishes.
That sounds like an amazing idea. I can't wait to try some new dishes.
Me neither. Let's plan it soon.
Yeah, I love your idea. Bye, Dea.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Alia.
Tomorrow.
Hello, this is Dea. May I know who's calling?
Hi there, it's Alia. How are you?
Oh, Alia. I'm good, thank you. It's been a while since we last talked. How about you?
I'm doing well too. Just busy with work and college. And by the way, is this a good time to talk?
Yes, of course. I was just about to call you anyway. Actually, I've been meaning to ask for your advice about talking on the phone.
Oh, really? What's up?
Well, I had to call one of our classmates yesterday for a group project and it felt so awkward. I wasn't sure how to start conversation or make it flow naturally.
Oh, I see. Talking on the phone can feel awkward at first, especially if you're not used to it. What did you say when you called?
I think I said something like, "Hi, this is Dea. I'm calling about the group project," but it felt like my tone was too formal.
That's actually a good way to start, and it's clear and polite, so which is perfect for a formal situation.
I'll work on that. What about informal calls? Like with friends?
For friends, you can be more casual. For example, like, "Hi Alia, it's Dea. Got a minute to talk?" And that's why it feels more natural and relaxed.
I like that, but what if they don't pick up? I always feel weird leaving a voicemail.
Just keep it simple. Say something like, "Hi, this is Dea. I was calling to talk about the project. Please call me back when you're free. Thanks." Short and clear. 3.
That sounds manageable. Do you think there are any common mistakes I should avoid?
Yes, always make sure you're in a quiet place so they can hear you clearly.
Got it. What about awkward silence? Sometimes there are these long pauses, and I don't know how to keep the conversation going.
That's normal. If it happens, try asking open-ended question like, "What do you think about this idea for this project?" Or, "How's everything going with your lately?" So it helps break the silence.
That's a great idea. I'll try to remember that. Thanks for a tips, Alia.
Anytime there. So it's just a matter of practice. Once you get used to it, talking on the phone will feel natural. So let me know if you want to practice with me.
I love that. I'll call you soon so we can practice.
Perfect. Don't worry too much. It's just a phone call.
True. Thanks again, Alia.
You're welcome there. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching this video.
We hope the video is clear and helpful.
If you have any question or feedback, feel free to let me know. Once again,
Thank you and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.